Aubrey, I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. How are you?
I know. I am great. How was your vacation? How was your trip? I heard a little bit of that. Guys, Jessica just got back from a very fun trip, so I haven't seen her in a while.
Yes, I just got back from a 2 week road trip, you guys. It was crazy awesome. James and I traveled through 5 states. We did 3,500 miles. We covered so much ground and we saw such amazing things everywhere that we want to go back and spend more time. I want to recommend one highlight for you guys if you
Oh, yeah.
do visit the States and you're in California. Check out the Lassen Volcanic National Forest. Not many people know about this, but it's
I've never heard of it,
huge,
and I don't live
right?
that far from California.
Exactly.
Oh.
So it's in Northern California. It's huge. It's not on the coast. I think maybe that's why people don't know
Mm.
about it. But yeah, Volcanic National Forest. Every rock you see in this area is from a volcano. That's like one of the things people told us. There's like hot springs and sulfur vents and so many lakes. The camping is amazingly nice because it's a national forest, so it's like primo clean camping. It's amazing, you guys. So that's the place that we want to go back to and spend like a week just to explore.
Oh, so fun. I'll definitely have to go check that out. Yes, anyone, if you come to the United States, reach out to Jessica for some tips because she has explored some of the cooler areas in the West, at least.
Totally. Oh my God. Red Canyon in Utah, City of Rocks in Idaho. So many rocks. It's all about rocks.
Well, that's one thing
This
that's so
road.
funny. I grew up in Idaho, not that far from the City of Rocks. Never heard of it until last week when Jessica mentioned it. Mostly because I mean, Idaho's a
It's
huge
in the middle of
state.
nowhere too.
It's kind of in the middle of nowhere and it's out of the way for us wherever we're going. So
Sure.
I've just
Yeah.
never even heard, but I'll bet a lot of people who live not far from there have also never heard of it, which seems
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
I know. So how can we connect this to rules? I think there are certain rules that you can break when you're on holiday and vacation, which I really love. When you go on holiday and vacation, right, guys, you don't have to like eat super healthy.
Oh
You're
yeah, you get a
allowed.
pass for eat the junk food on the drive.
That's like our favorite thing, me and James. We stop at like every time we stop to get gas, which was a lot because I was hauling a trailer,
Right.
we
Oh, I
get
bet it costs a
snacks.
fortune these days.
Yeah,
Like
let's
gas are
not think about
expensive.
that.
Yeah, let's not think about that. We won't dwell on that.
Yeah, like that's another rule you break. Like you don't really think about money, you don't think about healthy food, and it's so nice to not think about these rules for a couple weeks. We had a
I'm
comment.
curious about the rule of speeding really quick, Jessica. Do you like
Aha!
follow the speed limit or do you
No.
push the limit there a little bit?
Oh, heck no. So I'm super careful now to only go 9 miles over the speed limit, like exactly,
Same.
because 10 miles and up, you get a ticket. Up to that, you don't get a ticket. So I would go as fast as possible all the time if I could, but I got a few too many speeding tickets in the past, and so I've had to change how I drive. Because I like
You
driving
guys
really
gotta watch this on
fast.
YouTube. Yes, right? I know in Montana it used to be unlimited. It would say unlimited for the speed limit. It's so fun, but so
Oh,
dangerous. But yeah, I'm
I
the same. I have to
wish.
say where I'm not going to get a ticket.
But these are all really great
So funny. All right,
examples.
so yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I think there was a connection thing. I think these
yeah,
are
I was going to
all.
mention the comment that you started saying.
So the comment, guys, was left on one of our YouTube videos. If you're not subscribed to IELTS Energy TV on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. And this person asked us to give a sample part 2 answer describing a rule you don't like. And I could see that really stopping people short and just sort of shocking people on exam day because it seems like it should be easy, but you're like, what rule do I choose? This is weird. So we just gave you a bunch of ideas, just off the top of our heads in conversation, but we will do a sample answer today too. One of the best ways to get ideas, guys, for speaking part 2 though, is to listen to the All Ears English podcast.
Yes, exactly right. There's so much interesting vocabulary, and we're chatting about every topic that could ever come up. So, that is a really good resource for getting ideas for speaking as well as writing these really difficult topics, because there's nothing we avoid on All Ears English, right? And there's a really easy way. If you guys aren't following, you can just go to allearsenglish.com/follow to get, if you know, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you find your podcasts, so that you make sure you're not missing the All Ears English podcast. 4 new episodes every week, right, Jessica?
Yeah, and Aubrey's on there a lot. So, guys, on your mobile phone, on your smartphone, go to allearsenglish.com/follow. Do it now. Do it now. You can multitask and make sure to hit subscribe, guys, or follow. Okay, so let's get to the sample answer. Aubrey, what is the speaking part 2 question? And are you ready to be my examiner?
Yes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Describe a rule that you don't like.
Aubrey, I knew you weren't timing it. That's why I...
Oh, right. Shoot, this is going to be a little tricky because I don't have my phone with me. Do you think you could time and answer?
I can. You guys, this is what happens after vacation. We haven't recorded in a couple weeks, and we're getting back into the swing of things. There's a great idiom for you guys to get back into a habit or routine. Don't say like, oh, I am starting to exercise again. Like, don't say that. Be like, I'm getting back into the swing of things. Okay, I am ready. So I'm going to describe a rule I don't like and go. Okay, so one of my greatest passions in life is going to the movies. Like, literally, I have so many memories of being in movie theaters. This is just my happy place. It's where my life happens. I love going to the movies so much. And I cannot watch a movie unless I have snacks. And since I'm type 1 diabetic, I don't really go in for like candy. I used to. When I was a kid, I would always get Red Vines and Sweet Tarts. Those are my 2 movie candies. But these days, I'm all about the popcorn. And so is my son. Like, we inhale popcorn. So the cinemas are so expensive, and I know everybody's trying to save money these days, and I, of course, am one of those people. And the rule that I really dislike, I understand it from a business perspective, but I still hate it. I loathe it because it costs so much money. I hate that I can't bring my own snacks and drinks into a movie. Now, I won't bring my own popcorn. I'll buy the movie popcorn because you cannot get that movie taste of that like chemically butter at home. You just can't. So I'll pay for the movie popcorn for sure. All the salt, give it to me. But I don't like paying for drinks because it's so expensive and it's such a waste of money. So I usually sneak in my own bubbly water and maybe like a little canister or thermos of milk for James, or just a water bottle for him. And I'm fine with this. Like, I don't feel guilty breaking that rule at all. But the only tricky part is like having to open that bubbly water can, because that like snap and hiss sound, I feel like can be so loud in the movie theater. And here's why I'm afraid. I'm afraid somebody's going to think I snuck in like a beer or something. I don't know why, but I'm always thinking somebody is going to look over at me and be like, oh, what is she doing drinking beer with her son right next to her? You guys, I'm not drinking beer. It's just bubbly water. And I go through so many cans of bubbly water a day because I hate the taste of water. It's so boring. So I hydrate with like 24 cans of bubbly water a week, maybe more. So that's the rule I don't like. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot I was timing it. That was
I
like,
was about to say, I feel like it's maybe 2 minutes, but I don't have the clock in front of me.
Okay, that was 2 minutes and 28 seconds, just so you guys know. You'll never be able to do that on the exam.
No, you would be stopped.
Just 2 minutes. I would have been cut off at 2 minutes, but go ahead and practice for longer, get that fluency up, because you
really
want
love
the
that.
examiner to stop you.
Right. Yeah, right. That thought of like, try and speak for 2.5 minutes so that 2 minutes feels short.
Totally.
Right?
There's a great
'Cause then if I
strategy
timed
in
you
there.
now- Yes, exactly. Oh, so much great vocab. Let's go over this really quick, right? First of all, obvious, she could have spoken for 10, 12 minutes longer probably. When you start telling stories and you're talking about something you're interested in, it becomes so easy to fill those 2 minutes, guys. And that's how you want it to be for you. You don't want to be stuck like, oh, I feel like I've said everything I can about this. You need to use that strategy. Tell stories, give lots of detail, and you'll be able to fill that time no problem, just like Jessica did here. But great idiom to call something my happy place, right? Talking about how the theater is your home, school, anywhere you are where you're really happy, call it my happy place. Also, to say, I cannot watch a movie unless this hyperbole, this exaggeration that we use, right? She's saying, I can't do this without snacks. Of course we actually could, but so native and natural to do that exaggeration.
No,
right?
I literally can't. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
not
literally wouldn't.
hyperbole. I can't.
I would leave.
I need my popcorn.
Otherwise, why go? Why would I go?
What? That's like half of enjoying the movie. Come on.
Okay, and then this really good phrasal verb to say go in for. She said, I don't go in for candy. Oh, this is so native. Instead of saying, I don't like it. I don't. Right. Oh, use
What
this
I get
phrasal
paraphrased
verb.
for like. Yeah, and speaking part
Yes.
one, that would be great.
Yes, exactly. So say that, right? I don't go in for sports. I don't go in for whatever it is. If you don't really like it, use this instead to get that, boost up your vocabulary score. Okay, and then to talk about being all about something, right? She said, I'm all about the popcorn. I inhale popcorn. This is, oh man, so smart to say. There's such good paraphrases for liking something, right? And then hating, to say, she's like, I hate it. I loathe it. That vocabulary word, loathe, when you want to talk
I
about
love that
not
word.
liking something, so good.
Such
but
a great
also so
word.
high level, so fun. And then, yeah, go ahead. I was going to say one more thing.
Oh, go
I
for
loved
it.
when you were like talking about how much you love popcorn and you said, all the salt, give it to me. I really love this. It's just so fun. It's a lot of it's your personality, but this would be great for IELTS speaking. Anytime you're talking about something you like, say, give me all of it. Give it to me. So good.
I love that. I love the strategy of adding that and slowing down and really stressing and emphasizing that statement. That will go so far. Just this one little thing, guys, it will boost your fluency score and your pronunciation score, right? Like, such a great strategy. All right, guys, remember, if you want more examples of speaking in an organized way, in a native, natural way with great vocabulary, the All Ears English podcast also has role plays, and I think those are great examples, guys.
Yes.
Because you can use those yourself. Listen to Aubrey and Lindsay or Lindsay and Michelle. And then mimic those role plays yourself. Play both parts. Why not? Improve your pronunciation, fluency, vocab, all of it. So guys, on your smartphone, get out your phone right now and type in allearsenglish.com/follow. And that will take you directly to Spotify or Apple Podcast, depending on your phone. So guys, make sure to follow the All Ears English podcast.
Yes, awesome. And you're going to hear me a lot. Like you said, Jessica, I'm on there quite a bit and it's so fun.
Yeah.
So I will see you over on All Ears English, guys.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Aubrey.
Yes, thank you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.